Come on in and take a seat, and we will get started. It is great to have you here. Someone said to me this morning, "It's like, weren't you just here?" And yeah, I was, and many of you were as well. And it is good to be back. This only happens, of course, every so many years. Leap year doesn't make that regular. But I was looking back. 2011. Christmas fell on a Sunday. 2016, I believe, Christmas fell on a Sunday. And it's not going to happen again for another 11 years. 2033 will be the next time that Christmas falls on a Sunday. The way the days kind of work, we'll have Christmas on a Saturday, and then leap year, and it'll go right to Monday. And so we'll kind of skip a cycle. Simultaneously affirm two things. One, that Jesus is born. That is the good news of Christmas. And that Jesus is risen. And that is the good news of the Lord's Day. And that is why the church gathers on the Lord's Day to celebrate the victory of Jesus over death that we need to keep in mind even at Christmas. In your bulletin, or on the back, there's a couple of just announcements that are, this is an offering that we take that have fallen into hard times of financial distress. If you would like to give specifically to that offering, make sure that it is noted either on the check, or if it's cash in some kind of an envelope with a note, so that we can make sure we direct that to the appropriate place. Then just a couple of reminders about holiday schedule this week. The church office will be closed this coming week. If there is a pastoral emergency or something that you need, my email is at the bottom of the bulletin. I will be monitoring my email this week. If it's not of an emergent nature, then I won't be responding to it. But if it is, and if there is something that you need to get a hold of me, then please feel free to let me know. There's no emergency that we don't want to know about, and that we don't want to make sure that there is care given in those kinds of situations. But the office itself will be closed, and we will be back next week worshiping at the same time at school at 9 a.m., worship at 10. We will be celebrating the Lord's Supper on January the 8th. Typically, our practice is to do that on the first Sunday, but we'll do that on the 8th the following week. We'll also have our fellowship meal on January the 8th, and so if you're able to come and join us after church that day, there is a sign-up sheet on the table. If you're able to bring something to contribute to the meal, that would be helpful and welcome, but we'll be fellowshipping together after church on January the 8th. This is an opportunity, like I said, for us to remember not only that Jesus is born on Christmas Day, and that is what we celebrate and what we'll be singing of, but that He is risen as well. And so as we come and prepare for worship, let me invite you to just take a moment and silently reflect, not on maybe everything else that's going on in the world or in your lives, or who isn't here, but to just reflect on why God has you here this morning. Ask Him to be at work in your heart today as we come into His presence to worship. Publishes salvation, who says to Zion, "Your God reigns." Break forth together into singing, your waste places of Jerusalem, for the Lord has comforted His people. He has redeemed Jerusalem. The Lord has bared His holy arm before the eyes of, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our God. Lord Jesus, on which enlightens everyone, You became flesh and lived among us, and we have seen Your glory, the glory as of a Father's only. Break forth into singing. The Lord has comforted His people. Jesus is born. The Lord is come. Let's stand and sing this joy to the world. take your order of worship or look at the screen.